run down for a swim, splash each other and giggle.
Trying to get Morgan to lie down.
Then Adam takes a nap.
No way.
I see. Afraid to play the game.
Afraid? Moi?
Yes, when a woman is in charge, you tremble with fear.
Never. What do you want me to do?
Lie down.
Okay, I'll do it.
He lies down.
Just to prove...
Shut up a minute.
Alright, now what?
Close your eyes. You're sleeping in the sun.
He does.
This sounds boring.
Maybe so, but Adam and Eve don't know it. They're enclosed in their own posh waterfront property. They've got no idea what's going on in themselves or outside the wall. Heartbreak, sickness, decay, death, crime, betrayal, war, soot, smog, hustle, bustle.
None of that happened until later, until they were kicked out of the garden.
No. The garden and the outside world have always coexisted, because as soon as Adam and Eve walked out of the gate, there were the sirens, the gangs, the homeless, the projects, as well as the people struggling to help relieve the pain of the world. They just didn't know it until then, but they needed to know. It was, after a few hundred years, senility still calling itself innocence.
Huh.
Marty becoming the snake to Sally's eyes.
Eve.
To Sally's Eve. So when the snake strolls up to Eve while Adam's still napping and says, "Honey, you know that tree Big Daddy says not to touch?"
Trying to play Eve.
Yeah, those are bad apples.
Well, between us girls...
The snake was a woman?
Yes. That is the tree of knowledge of good and evil. Now Big Daddy wants to keep you innocent. But if you want to grow up, which takes a lot of courage, you'll sink your perfect teeth into one of those apples.
Sounds interesting.
As herself, she gets up, goes to the counter, and takes a Danish.
So I go over to the tree, get an apple, and take a bite. What happens?
Language. You've got real words. Words reeking of connotations.
I knew it somehow.
Look at that, you say. I've got no clothes on.
Yeah, I'm naked. I mean, Eve is. Because that's the story, right?
Excited by your discovery, you run over to Adam and stare at his sleeping body.
Hey, he's sunburned. He better get in the shade.
You want to wake him up so he can try the apple too, but you're restrained by your
Duplicitous cunning.
sudden knowledge of his cowardice, which he is pleased to call innocence. But you want to bring him along on the journey you know now you have to take.
Hey, Adam, wake up and chomp into this red delicious.
Adam, too groggy to question and be afraid, sits up and takes a bite. "Darling," he says.
Did you know you're naked?
Oh, look at that. I am, and look at you.
Huh. I've got a great bod.
Then we hide in the bushes, right?
When Big Daddy wakes up and comes tromping through the garden in his work boots, then you hide. "Where are you, kids?" Big Daddy cries with a tremor in his voice.
Here we are, Daddy.
"Get out of those bushes," Big Daddy says, and you do. "Naked," he shrieks. So you both grab some fig leaves and cover your privates.
What's a fig leaf?
It's sort of like poison ivy, I think.